All right, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to show you how to use a slider to get a value show up in a label and get an image to appear, and maybe even flip back and forth using a button. I got two pictures of puppies that we're going to throw on here. So let's get started. First of all, let's go ahead and grab our slider and our label. All right, so for this example, I'm going to use a pretty big number, so I'm going to expand it just so you can play around with that a little bit more. And since we're going to be using big numbers, we're going to need a bigger label. And I always like to center my text in my label. I think it just makes it look a little bit nicer. So there we go, my slider and my label. All right, I'm going to go to my assistant editor mode. Show you guys once again how to make my font smaller. I always forget to do that, and I'm in teacher mode most of the time, so we'll make that a little bit smaller so we can see. All right, I'm going to hook my slider up as an action and as an outlet. So when I drag this over, the first time I'm going to hook it up as an action, all of my actions go below this view did load. So right here, let's just go number slider. All right, going to hook it up as an outlet as well. And I'm just going to call this one slider 1. And I'll hook this guy up as number label. All right, so slider number slider, excuse me, and number label. All right, so if I click on my slider and I go to my attributes up here, I can see my value. This is where it's going to start, okay? This is where as low as it can go, obviously minimum, and maximum is 1. So it's going to take any number between 0 and 1. Like I said, for the sake of big numbers, I don't even know what that is. 10 million? All right, 10 million and 0, and we'll start right at, I don't know, 100, just to show you. We'll go 1,000. All right, so you can see 1 million is going to start out here. All right, everything else will be here. So that's my starting point, is at 1 million. Alrighty, let's go ahead and set this up. So I'm going to click here, and every time I write my code in my action, I always double space so that I know that this is the beginning of my code. And some people even do this. All right, well, they'll hit enter in front of it so that they can see that these two are connected. When I click in front of these, they light up because it shows that there's a solid connection. All right, so here I'm going to write number label dot text is going to equal the string of the int I'm going to create, and I'll explain this as we go along here once I get it written out. Number or slider 1 dot value. All right, so sometimes I enjoy reading code backwards. It kind of makes more sense to me. All right, so if I read this backwards, it's going to take the value of slider 1, which is my outlet name, okay, and it's going to create it into an int. An int, all right, an int is kind of like a whole number. All right, you might also see the term double. All right, that is 2 decimal places. Geez, I don't know how to spell decimal. Here, we'll just do this. All right, and a float is going to be a bunch. I believe it's, what is it, 8 or so decimal places. So this is going to be a much more accurate number. Oftentimes you only need this, and sometimes you just need an int. So It gives you some options. So when you see those in your code, that's what those mean. All right. And remember, when I put these two forward slashes, that just means I'm commenting something out. So sometimes I want to leave notes for myself. All right. So if we go ahead and run this app here. All right. So my app's loaded here. You can see it still says label. I could set that to, in my view, to load as something. For the sake of this app, you can just see that now I get all my numbers 1 through 10 million. All right, so there is your slider app and how that works. I'm going to show you guys how to now insert some images. All right, these are fun for backgrounds, or I guess anytime you want a picture in there. Drag your image view over. All right, and then I'll show you a button and how to switch back between pictures, just because I think the if-else statement can be a little tricky to understand. So we'll review that here. All right, I'm going to click on my UI image, and this isn't a necessary part, but I like to do this sometimes, especially when I know the height of my pictures. So I'm going to grab my ruler, and I'm just going to go 200 by 200 because the images that I got are perfect squares. All right. So the images that I found, if we go to our assets right here, all right, click your assets, you'll see another side bar open up. And if you hit the plus button down here and go import, all right, so it's going to look for my pictures now. These are the two pictures that I found. All right. They might look familiar to some of you, the Doge. All right, so if I go ahead and double click, you see how this name is kind of nasty. Cropped dog 360 by 300. All right, looks kind of nasty. So I'm going to double click on that one, and now it puts me in edit mode. Now I'm just going to write puppy 2. All right, puppy 2, puppy 1, puppy 2. Alrighty, if I go back into my storyboard now, and I go to here, the easiest way just to set an image is to go click on your image view and click on your attributes and select puppy. All right, so there he is. Okay. Now we're going to get a little tricky here. All right, like I said, I want to review the if-else. So that's as easy as it is to get a picture. If you want to do a background of some sort, okay, say you wanted this puppy, let's just go down to the storyboard view so you can see what I'm trying to do here. All right, if I drag this, you can see it's currently over my slider. Okay, and I would not be able to see my slider or label. So, for example, if I'm using a background, what I can do here, and I don't know why this hasn't been working, I need to fix this, but what you should be able to do, I need to look this up because this is a glitch, is this puppy, I should be able to move this up here, all right? And like I said, it's not working. Try it on yours. It's a glitch on mine, so I guess we'll deal with that in stride, but kind of tweak that's not working out there. All right. So that's how you would put a background in. We'll get that fixed though. All right, so going back to my if-else here. Go back to Assistant Editor. Going to drag my image over as an outlet. Image view. And I'm going to drag my button over as an action. Remember, I'm putting it above or below, not in the middle. Change puppy button. All right. So, to switch this, one puppy to the next puppy, all I have to do is go image view, which I named my outlet, dot image equals UI image named puppy 2. All right, let's run this quick and I'll show you what happens. So image view is the name of my outlet for my picture. I'm going to change the image to UI image named puppy2. All right, click the button and it switches. All right, now a lot of kids yesterday were asking, how do I get it to switch back? Okay, the easiest way to do this is to go if my image is, all right, guys, I'm going to write this above here, all right? The two equal signs means that it is, all right? So if image view dot image is puppy2, I need to tell it what to do now. So if this is true, I need to do a squiggly, and then I hit enter, so it automatically enters in this squiggly. Okay, so if image is puppy2, it's going to change that image view, that very same one. It's going to change that image to UI image puppy. All right. Now going between these squigglies, or else I need another squiggly, because if it's not true, else image view is going to be puppy2. All right. So I'll try and explain this in class today a little bit better, but an if is pretty much, if it's this, it's going to do, if it's this, it's going to do this. If it's not this, it's going to go down here and do this. So you can have a bunch of if-else statements, or if it's this, it does this. If else, it does this. If else, it does this. All right, keeps on going down until nothing is true. It does the very last one. All right, so I know it can be quite confusing, guys. We're only a week into coding, so stick with me. We'll make sure we get this explained out. Any questions, please ask, or leave it in the comment below. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Oh, I kind of forgot to test this out, show you guys what I'm talking about. So we'll run it really quick here. Pop up my simulator. And now when I press this button, the image should flash from one puppy to another. All right, and my label slider still works. All right, now that's it. Capiche?